And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. Second and 11. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And Charles, when you think about what this defense has had to prepare for, they're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business.
There he goes left side. How about this? Racing to the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jahmyr Gibbs, 82 yards. And the Raiders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25.
Here we go, set. Cycle. Ready?
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Boston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, Boston. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. York now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Now inside the 25. Chase Claypool. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Chase Claypool. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. Two different things. They combine them.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run with Mitchell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Boston. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Carr. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Down the sideline he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devon Achane. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. To have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Striker, 3-3. Black Ultra. Blaster, 6. Grill green.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Drill, 52. Black shot. Smash, red. Ready?
Back to throw. Boston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Ready up.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Ready. Hey, smash Broncos.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a play fake. Carr. A short one there to Freiermuth. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
On 1st down, Boston. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw again. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Gay's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And this one's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, Achane. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Oh, good move. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 122 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll give this to Achane.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 8.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First down, Las Vegas.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Pass the street, pass the street. Ready,
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devon Achane. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
That's going to be taken in inside the 5, but the fair catch will move it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go. Set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Check, strike. Ready, ready.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Right back to Mitchell here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Check, series. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Boston. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Now.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one goes for 24 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
To throw on 3rd down, Boston. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Achane.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Your mark.
They'll run for it with Achane. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What?